Welcome to Rob Schmitt Tonight. On Sunday, after an Egyptian illegal alien lit a group of Americans on fire in Boulder, Colorado, Trump's Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, declared that suicidal migration must be fully reversed. Now, we see story after story, right? The liabilities of decades of lax immigration policy, which then culminated with the left going full throttle, a totally open border for 4 years. They decided to trade stability in this country for chaos, all of this to appease their own guilt about how they see the world. We haven't had sensible immigration policies in this country in a very long time. Most Americans, when you ask them, are totally bewildered by our immigration process. We have honest candidates that we want from places where we want them from, who wait years and years and get hammered by red tape. Some of them have to fake marriages just to get into this country. At the same time, Central American migrants just walk right in. And cheaters with means from all around the world fly in on visas and then just never leave. That accounts for millions of illegals in this country, by the way. And that's how Mohammed Salman got here. A one-way ticket to America, bringing his entire family to overstay before firebombing innocent people in Boulder on Sunday. Salman's family are all illegally here as well and now tethered to a terrorist, and they are set to be deported. But late today, the man on the screen right here, a Biden-appointed judge, blocked the deportation of his wife and kids, who again are all here illegally, all overstayed, all knew they were supposed to go home and just said, nah, screw you, we're not leaving. And then their dad tried to burn 12 or 15 elderly people to death in the middle of a park in Boulder, Colorado. Pretty clear case that you probably should go home now. We've had enough of you. The judge, though, this Biden judge, citing irreparable harm to the illegal family of a terrorist as his reasoning for not allowing Kristi Noem and the Trump administration to kick this family out of the country where they've resided illegally for a number of years now. I guess maybe the judge was watching his favorite morning show. I'm not sure.
White House almost gloating at Victory Lap. A number of tweets last night about about this suspect's family, rushing them out. We don't know the family's involvement. The suspect's accused of a heinous crime. There are certainly plenty of Americans who would be glad to see him go, but might have questions about the family. But they're leaning into this sort of in-your-face imagery.
Oh, how appalling! We're going to deport the family of a terrorist here illegally. What should happen to the illegal family, the overstay family of an Egyptian man who firebombs a group of elderly people holding a ceremony for Israeli hostages? What should happen? Ask Americans that question. 90-10. It's another one of those 90-10 issues. Deport. Get them the hell out of the country. Why are they here? They're already illegal. You could have deported them before. They're here illegally. This is just extra. So, of course, the courts are going to block it, right? Because anytime there's something we all want, the courts are just there just to block that, and you know how it is. The media has a soft spot for the illegal family of a foreign terrorist as well. Headlines like this, designed to trigger readers' sympathies, talking about how the daughter dreamed of going to medical school. Oh, okay. Go to it in your homeland, where you're from. You're not a citizen here, and your dad's a terrorist. Designed to protect our suicidal migration policies, all of this, right? All the rhetoric we're hearing right now. Our visa system clearly needs to be tightened. We've learned that a million different times. Looking back, we have imported plenty of terror into this country, starting with 9/11. 5 of the hijackers were visa overstays. Go down this cursory list that we made. This was just a very simple search that we did, and this is just some of the examples that we were able to find. Imported chaos. Another visa headline this week, a Chinese couple caught smuggling a fungus into our country that attacks our food, attacks our crops. The woman you see here, allegedly connected to the CCP, both now we know connected to the CCP, clearly connected to the CCP. You should laugh when politicians in your country call China an adversary that we're competing with. They want to poison our food. They want to kill us all and take over the world. That's what they want. That's what the Chinese Communist Party wants. These are not our friends. We've seen several stories of bad actors out of China from just the University of Michigan alone, where this story is from. These are all headlines from just the University of Michigan, which is fully infiltrated, has been fully infiltrated by the Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese are gaming our system. They're using our visas to do it. Our politicians can't wait to help either. In Arizona, Katie Hobbs vetoing a bill to prevent them from buying up Arizona land. They love the Chinese. Wonder how much CCP money went into her election coffers. Rather than pushing for stronger immigration, this is what you tend to find. And in immigration in general, just ridiculous rhetoric. Hakeem Jeffries, as we see all this happening, as Americans see these stories, fire bombings in Boulder, Colorado, illegal, want to poison the food, visa. And as you see these stories, you have Hakeem Jeffries who wants to unmask the people who enforce our immigration and are covered up to protect themselves and their families. Take a listen to one of the worst sound bites we've heard all year.
Every single ICE agent who's engaged in this aggressive overreach and are trying to hide their identities from the American people will be unsuccessful in doing that. This is America. This is not the Soviet Union. We're not behind the Iron Curtain. This is not the 1930s. And every single one of them, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes, will of course be identified.
Yeah. These ICE agents, their families have been threatened because they're doing the job that they're doing. They've been doxxed and threatened, people threatening to kill them and their families. So they conceal their identities. They wear masks. They wear full face coverings when they go out and do the work of common sense immigration in a country that is plumb full of illegal immigrants because we've had no border for 4 years. Deporting mostly those who've entered the country illegally and then gone on to commit further crimes. That's why they conceal their faces. And you have the leader of the Democrat Party right now saying we're going to unmask them and show you who they are so that you can attack them. That's how despicable that party is. That's how low they have gone. In San Diego, ICE agents shamed this week. We showed you this video, screaming shame. These guys are trying to clean up these people's neighborhood. You've got illegals in your neighborhood that are also committing, they're here illegally and they're committing crimes. We were trying to get them out of here, and you've got a bunch of idiot white liberals running around screaming shame in their face. It's just so, it's bewildering to see what's happened to a small subsection of the American people. The open border zealots have indoctrinated a small army of these aging hippies that you see here on your screen. That's them. And they refuse to accept anything except a borderless and chaotic nation. They will refuse nothing less. You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt Tonight on Newsmax.